Hey guys, Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And I have been going through a few of my cards and I came across this little gem of a card using the Graceful glass vellum. Now, as you guys know, I love vellum, and this is a scrap that I found. And this is a card I made back in probably May. I made it at one of my June or July classes. Hey Julie, one of my June or July classes. It might have even been my catalogue launch that I made this card, and I haven't shared it, I haven't shown it, so I grabbed it out. Hey Donna, hey Philomena. I grabbed it out of my box. I've only partially gone through my stash of cards, and these are all the cards that I have neglected to share. I will not be sharing them all with you guys on video. Yay, Julie! I won't be sharing them all with you on video, but I will definitely be sharing them with you here on my Facebook page and on my blog. So if you don't follow my Facebook page or blog, please do, to stay up to date with all the happenings around this place. It's been a very busy morning so far. I had a couple of things to do this morning, come back, spoken to some friends and catching up with work with my husband. It's been busy, and I had a couple of phone calls as I was preparing to go live. Hey Renee, and I'm finally here. So I am just going to pop you guys up on my second screen. So this Graceful glass isn't necessarily a style that I like. I did not buy the stamp set to go with it because I don't know, it was really not me. But I have paired this with this one with the Rooted in Nature stamp set, and I just stamped the leaves on the background. Hey Sherry, while we're here and like this, I will show you some of the patterns in, this is two pieces together. So some of the patterns in the paper. So this would be great cut in 4 or cut in half and using 2 sides. It's very stained glass. So the technique that I'm using now, I've got 11 of you, well 10 because I count as one, I've got 10 of you in the house. I have coloured this card with our Stampin' Write markers. So do you want me to use my Stampin' Write markers, or do you want me to use our Stampin' Blends markers? So while I'm showing you this paper, I want you to vote. So blends or markers? Oh, hey Sue, I'm glad. Blends, okay, I'm glad you caught me too. So as a child of 2 Catholic families, this is very reminiscent of my childhood, or most of it is very reminiscent of my childhood, and makes me think of all the church services that I've been to in my life. This one reminds me a bit more of a house. So blends, as you find them hard or difficult, you don't know what to do with them. Am I taking words out of your mouth, Miss Sherry? Okay, we've got the cute birdies. Some of them aren't so churchish. Got this one, and we've got this arrow, this arrow one, which can be quite masculine, so you can have them going up and down or side to side. This one you can cut into strips. So some of them are quite versatile. Others of them I look at and go, oh, that hurts my brain. Got this nice one. Sorry, get a bit of a close-up. And then the last one, you can tell actually there are patterns missing. because I have used patterns in this pack. Harder to get to look at Vellum. That's okay. Hey Adele. So yeah, they are majority of the patterns in the pack. This is my open pack. Hello Miss Rosalie, thank you for joining. I did buy 2 packs and had all these grand plans and I haven't used them. So we are going to be using some of these, or one of these today, because I have one perfect rose strip, and then I thought rather than using the leaves, I do have 2 rose stamp sets. So I can either use, sorry for the arm shot there, we can either use Abstract Impressions in the background, or I can use the rose from Healing Hugs. So I am going to set these 2 stamp sets aside. I'm going to put my I'm going to put my markers away because you guys have clearly decided that you wanted me to use the markers. So I will get us set up and turn off my overhead lights so we don't get shadows and all of that jazz. So just bear with me for a few seconds here. I've got a bit of a craft lunch happening over there. I need to move a few things because, you know, I'm always so organised. So if you are watching on the replay, please say hi, and if you've just popped in, also say hi, so I know you're here and playing along. Okay, I will change us around right now. My hand here, hopefully not give anyone a headache. Well, that was not smart. Hello Sheila, thank you for joining. Get a good view. Hello Beverly. Okay, oh there we go. That was pretty much bang on. Just a little wiggle there. And we are all good. Give me 2 shakes. Right, here we go. Oh, we're not quite straight, are we? Sorry, just give it a bit of a wiggle. There we go. So I've got my scrap paper down. Hi, Gail. Perfect, Ellen, with focus. Great, thank you so much. Hello, Miss Kayla. 2 lives in a row. Feeling rather special. No, you guys are just going to have to see the base there. Nothing square here today. So this is just the reference card. Although, as I said, I did use Stampin' Right markers for that card. And today I'm going to use blends. So I will see what colourful fun we have in here. So what colour is this one? Poppy Parade. Now that would look really nice because when I think of roses, I generally think of red roses. So would this be its friend? Like Poppy Parade. Great. And we want a green. So what green is this? Dark Mossy Meadow, and I just want to find, no, that's Dark Old Olive. Right, background colour. What colour should we do the background? Like a pool party? That's a pool party. I think they will look lovely together. Here would be my light pool party. I'm doing well. I've only got to find a mossy meadow, because this is one thing I don't have terribly organised. Yay! you've booked flights. Fantastic. And there's my light mossy meadow. Well, that wasn't as bad as what I thought it could have been. Pop these away. Well, not away. I know we are going to miss Rosalie. I have tried to put on a lot of pressure for her to come, but I understand why. Okay, so we have two sides to this vellum. We have this side that has a raised black edge, and we have, this is just normal vellum that's not been printed on. So when I'm using my markers, I always colour on the back. And I probably will today as well. I just find colouring on the black gives it that more opaque texture, that it gives it more opacity on the front and makes it look quite nice. Yes, we will go live. Oh my God, Kayla, I am surprised. This is something I bought because I had a lot of customers who, when they first looked at the new catalogue, they went, wow, I really like that. So I bought it and I did this card. But yeah, let's do this one. So I am starting off, I will have both available actually, because I want to do some shading rather than this card being very one-dimensional, because it's harder to shade on vellum with the markers, where it should, in theory, be easier with these. So just going in, I think this is the first time I've used my Poppy Parade actually. So I'm just going through and I'm colouring the whole flower in the light Poppy Parade. And this is how I do most images of this size. Go in with the light. It does not have to be perfect. And then I'm going to go in with the dark and just add. Now this, we can't actually blend with these markers on the vellum because the ink just sits on the vellum, where when we're using it with paper, it soaks into the paper and blends. We don't have this property with vellum, so it's going to be a lot harsher of a blend, but I'm hoping you can see where it's light and dark. I'll keep going, so you guys keep me amused. Hello, Miss Laurie. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm just playing with our blends on the Graceful glass paper. Now, I could use different coloured roses, but for ease of changing markers and everything like that, I am just sticking with the poppy. Oh no, that was a leaf. Oops. It wasn't a petal, it was a leaf. So here with this one, I've got that really nice turned out bits that will have some shading. Whoops. You can really tell colouring's my forte. And I will say a huge knot. I am normally pretty rough and it's like, yeah, that'll do. But some people really like the abstract. Yeah, that'll do. Let me see. Now, that darker shading, it shows actually better. What I will do, I'll grab a scrap of Whisper White and I will show it to you on that, and you'll be able to see that shading better with the Whisper White underneath. And do you know what? Now that I've done these three, yeah, that's better. You can see that. I'm going to colour a couple of these on the top so you can see the difference. Now that's the dark one. This is the light one. No, I did not get it on my shirt. I just got it on that. Yes, this is the light. So I'll show you the difference, because it doesn't matter which side you actually colour on, really. It's just how the brightness of it changes. So add in some shading. Oh look, I coloured a leaf again. I'm very talented colouring in leaves when I shouldn't be. Beautiful little bud. Oh, I'm missing conversation here. You will. Oh, what a shame that Kayla's not going to be there. Oh, congratulations, Julie. I'm so glad. Well, Rosalie, I think she'll be... How long are you in Thingo for? She might be back, but I'll be stealing her in New Zealand. Just a little bit. I'll keep going with my outside ones, and then I'll give you the comparison. The only thing when we made this, everyone was trying to be a perfectionist. It's like, just colour it. It's so funny watching my customers colour in, because they literally go silent. Oh, that's plenty of time, hopefully, Rosalie. Just adding in some random shading. Okay. I think, oh no, missed one. Missed two actually. This one here. And pop in a few dark accents here. Okay, I will pop this on here again, and this will show you the difference. So these ones up here are the ones I've coloured on top of the vellum, and these three here are the ones that I have coloured underneath. Oh, bring it down a bit. Me. Julie, me. So you can see the ones that I've coloured on top are a lot brighter. Sorry. They're a lot brighter and richer, where the ones I coloured underneath are just a bit more subtle. But I think I like the brighter. So remember to close these when you're finished with them, because they do have alcohol in them that will evaporate and dry out. You won't get drunk from it, so don't worry. Oh my. Kayla and Ellen. Okay, that's three of us. So are you guys going over just for on stage, or are you going over for a bit longer? Okay. We'll take this piece of Whisper White. Actually, this may be a perfect scrap too, so try not to get anything on that. I'm just going through and colouring all of these bits. Sorry if my head's in the way. The ones that were meant to be leaves that I've accidentally coloured in, I'm not particularly worried about. Geez, this light Mossy Meadow is really quite light. A lot lighter than what I expected. I love the way they just go in a trellis all the way down. I love the squeaky sound when you colour onto vellum. I'll make you notice, Rosalie. I'll send you lots of selfies of me and Kayla. Hey, Kayla, we should get a selfie, Julie, too. Every time we see each other, we'll get a selfie and I'll send it to Rose. Aren't I the best friend ever, Rose? See, my hands aren't playing for colouring today. I made a not fantastic choice, but as I say, I'm just colouring one side of the leaf. Oh, that got a whole treatment. Just one side of the leaf, really. There we go. That's the leaves done. Woohoo. Have I missed any? Nope, haven't missed any leaves. Now I'll go in and do the background. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with these outside pieces though. But you know what? I'm a bit worried about what you'll end up doing with the selfies. Okay, to be super duper smart, I am going to take the dark pool party. I'm actually going to flick this over and I'm just going to colour in the back, being mindful that I've coloured these ones in, because I can do that really quickly. Whoops, I hit one that I shouldn't have. If you do get any colour in these lighter markers, you can just scribble it out. Oops. Scribbling it out like you would with our normal markers. That is one great advantage of what I did mostly, but then the background is just... Actually, I can fix up my mistakes too, where I coloured outside the lines. Look at that. Okay, so when I flip that over, you can see that subtle... I'll put on the white paper again. I'd be worried too, but I hope she likes me enough. So you can see that subtle, I've missed a bit, that subtle pool party background. And what I actually, open the wrong end, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so for these bits, I think I might go red. These are the bits that I didn't know what to do with. Oops. Jeez Louise. Someone needs to teach me, reteach me how to colour in. So I'm just using all the colours we've already used. So I'm using red as that accent piece. And I think I will use the light mossy meadow in between, or this might be the dark. No, it's the light. Looks darker because I'm getting it on the paper. So when you're doing this kind of stuff on vellum, you always do get a lighter colour because it's not soaking into the paper. Please excuse my husband being very loud on the phone. I know I can hear him. I hope you guys can't. Oh, what did Gail say? Sorry, Kathy, missed what Gail said. Oh, hi, Penny. Sorry, I missed you there. This whole colouring thing is very mind intensive today. Trying to colour in the lines is easier said than done, I tell you. Okay, so we go dark and here and here. Oops. And I might do dark here, dark there. Now some of this top and bottom will be cut off, so I'm not particularly worried. I can't even find Gail's comment. Hope I'm not missing too much. Okay. Light, light. Oh no, I got out of sequence here. Light, that'll do. Go light, 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 and really where I've put that blue, it's just going to make it look more like a pane of glass. Okay, I think I'm done. So that was just fun, messy colouring in. So this is actually, they are such traditional colours. So that is what it looks like, and that dried off pretty quickly. I just want to try and get rid of this extra bit of red down here where I have transferred it a touch. It's even a birdie at my window. Okay, so what I think I will do now is I will, the other side would be better. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, thank you. It's hot here. Well, it's going to be over 30 today, or right on 30, and I've shut my door. Okay, so I'm going to pop this onto here, and I'm going to use some teeny tiny dabs of everyone's favorite glue. Now these ones that I've, sorry, the original card just went on the floor. So on these ones that I've coloured on the back, we may get a slight bit of movement of the ink. Shouldn't be too much. I'm just doing some strategic gluing, just so we can tack it down. And then very carefully pick it up and pop it down. Oh God, I'm going to spread glue everywhere now. And that will do. Right. That is stuck down. Then I will bring down my trimmer. So what colour background do we think? Do we think a Poppy Parade background with like the Healing Hugs rose as a background pattern? Which cupboard, craft or a boring one like the kitchen? Perfect. Oh, look at that, just like I bought one. Good use of the scrapped. Wardrobe. I've been doing that. I was quite flattered. I saw a girlfriend yesterday afternoon. She waltzes up to me in one of my old shirts. It looked beautiful on her. And she goes, I love wearing your clothes. I get so many compliments, which I thought was just lovely. Okay. So I think since we're using the Healing Hugs stamp set, we might turn this into a Get Well card. So this is one of our distinctive stamp sets. So this rose and these leaves are distinctive. So I want to make sure when I do use my Poppy Parade ink pad, I'll think about the sentiment later. Hello, Miss Jamie. Yeah, Actually, she was wearing one of my favourite tops, and it's her favourite colour. She went to a local coffee shop and saw my mum, and she was waiting for my mum to say nice top to her, which was quite funny. But my mum didn't. I'm sure my mum will say something to me at a later stage, which is a bit funny. Now let me get some Poppy Parade cardstock here, real red. Oh dear, occasion. What colour family is Poppy Parade in? I'm sure it's in Brights. I can't find my Poppy Parade in. Found it. And do you know what? I've actually got to open a pack of paper. Hello, Miss Margaret. Yes, you did see that, Miss Jamie. My stamp blocks are engraved. I did that as a team gift. Last on stage, I did that as a gift. Hello, Miss Leonie Newman. How are you, stranger? Thank you so much for joining. You missed all my beautiful colouring in. I've been using some Stampin' blends for those that did it. Yeah, I got them done locally through a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Jamie. Courtney Houston does a lot of personalisation. Oh, really, Julie? Leonie is, yes, Vellum Ellen is in the house, Jamie. Leonie is one of my favourite people. One of my most favourite people. Hello, Mr. Fort. How are you? Did you get my message, Mr. Fort? Okay. Pop that paper over there. So this is what I've been colouring with my Stampin' blends. Need to get out my trimmer again. Oh, I left you a message on Messenger. I said one of. You are also one of my favourite people. It wasn't anything urgent, Bobby. It's okay. It was more asking, are you home yet? Okay, Joe. Miss Joanne, hello. Didn't see you sneak in. Some of my beautiful friends in America, because these, if any of you follow Jennifer Maguire, God love her, organising cotton socks, she uses, they are called Avery L job ticket holders, and you cannot, well, you can get them in Australia from Amazon, and the postage is quite exorbitant. So I spoke to some of my gorgeous friends in America. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Look at all my gorgeous American friends joining me. I spoke to some of my gorgeous friends in America, and they purchased them and sent them to me, and the postage was significantly cheaper. Well, technically they do sell them here, Jamie, on Amazon, but the postage is horrendous because they're not in the Australian, they're shipping them from the American warehouse. So I'm thinking, oh dear, that edge is not great. It's okay. I'm thinking I might grab a strip of Mossy Meadow and make that a bit wider, and then stamp some of, okay, do the stamping first, Ellen, do the stamping first. Poppy Parade ink pad. Yeah. Look, if you're willing to cop the postage, that's okay. Now, I do a lot of online shopping, and that postage sort of took my breath away. So because this is a distinctive stamp set, I am checking how juicy my ink pad is first. That is not too shabby, and considering I'm just using it as a background image, I'm going to go with it. So I'm going to open my card here. Oh, need my scrap piece, even though I've already got marker on my stuck down mat. And I am just going to, maybe not so randomly, stamp this. Well, you are one of, yes, Bobby, you are one of my secret suppliers. I didn't want to out you, but if you're going to out yourself, that's fine. And ideally you want someone who pays for Amazon Prime, so then you don't have to pay for double postage. And just one more. This has got a sticky bit. One more right there, and that would make a perfect background for any card. I think that's just beautiful. Hello, Miss Karen. How's your crafting day going? No, I'm not doing simple stamping, but this could be the start of an idea. Yeah, but that's because American Prime is different to Australian Prime. Australian Prime, they don't give you free postage. American Prime, they do. So my Mossy Meadow is now a neutral colour. And yes, I talk to myself all the time when I'm crafting, and today happens to be a very verbal day. Sorry, girls. Okay, Karen, I did do a video not so long ago talking about the distinctive stamp sets. And the trick is, oh, this might be the perfect width, guys. The trick is the juiciness, oh, that's a bit wide, the juiciness of your ink pads. So what I do, and I'll show you hypothetically. Oh, where's my dodgy brothers one? Here it is. Sorry. Hey, Delina, how are you? Oh, sorry for knocking the camera there. I have a bone folder that I just use for ink. So what I would do is, now I am making, that's better. So what I do with the open ink pad is I literally push the ink into the ink pad to make it drier. They are looking for these Avery L job ticket holders, Diana, and it's what I keep all my Stampin' Up cardstock in. So going back to you, Karen, what I do, I press this down really, I just probably do 1, 2, 3 times, and I ink up my stamp and I stamp it on a scrap piece of paper to check first, obviously. And at that stage, I find, Sheila, I've never had any luck with the back of a spoon because I've got a smooth edge here. Hi, Jody, sorry. Because I've got a smooth edge, I can actually move the ink better with a bone folder. Ollie Oni, that is the one thing that makes me miss bread. I miss toast. I really do miss toast. So, Karen, give that a go with this stamp set and tell me how you go. See, I can't get a spoon to work, guys. I've sacrificed a bone folder, of which I have a gazillion. But yeah, I've sacrificed that and I just scrape it across because it's nice and smooth. But I have done a video on it. I know, you're having a craft day and you live so far away that I can't join in. No, that piece is too skinny. Right. Okay. Oh, I like that. I will just trim this scrap down. Love having my scraps in with my colours because I know I think by colours. So to have all these via colours, sorry, it's getting a bit warm in here. Whew, just turn on the fan. I'm apparently got too much hot air happening in here. Okay, so I'm cutting this to 5 centimeters. That's that done. And if I do it to about there, that'll also do. And then I will stick it on. And that is a scrap of cardstock used, which I like. Oh, my cheeks feel very flushed, and I'm not at an age where I think I should be having hot flushes, girls. Whew. Just fan myself here. Glue holder. I do have a fan in my handbag, but it doesn't happen to be with me at the moment. I did say it was quite warm in here today and I've shut the door, so I know I've got to keep you girls on your toes. Okay, so slap this down. Oh, that's okay. If I roughly center that, I will do all my trimming and it'll all be good in the end. Right. That's down. Let me re-watchy this since I opened it. Get this stamping scrap out of the way. Oh, my air is on, but my door is closed. Oh, I love that, but I'm thinking, oh, no. No, the roses pointing down, roses point up. They are not droopy. So what's it like in lovely Kiama today? Is it hot down there? I don't even know. No, there's not even much of a breeze outside. I can't see the trees flapping in the breeze. Okay. Leonie, my Tombow is standing in a glue holder that my darling friend, who is a 3D printer that lives just over the hill from me, made. So his business is called Central Coast 3D Printing. I had seen ones that the American girls use and went, oh, that'd be so good. And I looked at the postage on Etsy and went, no. So I went, no. And then I went, oh, hold on. I know someone who 3D prints. So I showed Chris the photos and I gave him one of my multi-purpose glues and he designed it and he wanted to get the curves perfect. He was trying to be such a perfectionist. Oh, Joe, yes. We have the most common weather to Campbelltown, Penrith area. You have a sea breeze. Well, we're not friends now, Leonie. I'm sorry. I'm very jealous of your sea breeze. Now, I'll get my big scissors and I will start doing some trimming. And then I've got to choose a sentiment. So because I've used Healing Hugs, I think I might want to use a new punch too. I think that'd look really nice. Turn it over. Yeah, sounds terrible. Exactly, Julie. So, are you feeling better, Miss Leonie? I feel very out of the loop with what's going on at the moment. Sounds as though you got lots happening in your life. Okay, so we're all trimmed up and that all now looks beautiful. I'm thinking I'm going for the get well soon because I'm sure there will be someone soon who I can't give flowers to, but I can give flowers to in a different way. So what colour should I stamp in, girls? Now, a way I check my punches is, I don't know if that's going to fit in this punch. Look, I'm going to give it a go, and if it doesn't, I'll use another punch. Although, it might fit. No, it definitely won't fit that way. I know, I'm looking at this card and I'm normally not a Poppy Parade lover as well, either, rather. I think this one is the winner because I can put it across. I really wanted to use my new story label punch. Listen to me in my whiny tones, reminding me of my teenage sons. Okay, grab a scrap of Whisper White, the one we were using before. Ooh, ouch. Sorry, I'm reading. Oh, good. I'm glad it's coming along well. You have been in the wars. Your knee, now this. Now I have lost my Poppy Parade ink pad. I would be channeling my favourite football team if it wasn't for the green in this card. The green in this card makes it a football team that I'm not very... yes, Kayla, I'm so sorry. Yes. But I'm really glad I don't have girls, because the stuff I hear about my friends that have girls, yeah, so not fun. Well, I'm glad I checked that. I didn't ink that up very evenly. And we'll pop that there. Give it some time for the ink to transfer. Let's flip that over and try again. Even pressure. That's better. Right, now because red is the evil ink pad that gets everywhere, oh, fun. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Joe. That's what I've heard. And my son hangs around with girls and comes home and whinges about them. And I said, girls just suck. And I'm saying that about myself too. We're not the easiest creatures to live with. No, really can't get the... Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't use you. Okay, pop that one back on the holder. I'm thinking I can use... I think this is the everyday label punch. Now, the problem is getting it lined up. That looks fairly even. And if it's not, it's handmade. I feel like, though, we might need a circle under it to ground it. Oh, I wanted to go for the L look, Joe. Oh, you meant the other one. No, it wasn't going to work either way. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking we might just need like a green circle just to ground it, and then I'll be happy. But I need to work out what size circle punch I want. So I really do use my punches to work things out. Yes, the 2-inch punch will work perfectly. And I put my Mossy Meadow cardstock away because that's how I roll. I'm hoping this one. I'm so glad my husband doesn't produce girls well, because he has 5 boys and 1 girl. Right. That is done. Well, look, us girls must get better, because look, we're all okay now, but there's just that horrible teenage period apparently. Oh, really, Kathy? Wow, okay. Oops, wrong place. If I put the cardstock back in the wrong place, I won't find it ever again. Yes, let's hope Declan is. But then you've got... Are there only girls in your family, Kayla? Or do you have a brother? See, the odds in both sides of my family and David's family is boys. Ah, right. See, my eldest is actually most like me. Yep, only sisters. Okay. I had a feeling there may have been a brother. 4 daughters and wooden nap. Yeah, but you've never experienced boys, Margaret. I still get my 15-year-old or almost 15-year-old son wanting to snuggle with me. It's lovely, except for when he's using it as an excuse not to go to bed, which is every night. Lasts longer, about 24, 25. Yeah, exactly. Okay, fair enough, Margaret. Fair enough. See, I find the sibling thing weird because I'm an only child. So that's sort of my bugbear. So I've just put that circle on, and I'm just popping some dimensionals on. Leonie, if you are still here, my love, am I seeing you in New Zealand? Actually, I might put one top and bottom as well. I think we've already spoken about it, but I can't remember. Julie, are you dragging Leonie to New Zealand? This has been quite a time-consuming card. Yay, Joe. Yes, awesome. Hopefully I don't have any mishaps in New Zealand, because conventions / on stages seem to be the time where I make a spectacle of myself. I am watching that circle. I am Brunoing that circle. Oh my God, Rose. Shush. I could, look, I'm sure Bruno would have added 1, 2, 3, 4 more. It's a 2-inch circle. It's not little. I don't... Shh, don't tell Bruno or Michelle, please. So if it's Brunoing, what's Michelle's? Because isn't Michelle the next level? What's our catchphrase for doing a Michelle? We're talking about, doing a Missy. Talking about Missy Mills. She loves her dimensionals. Oh my God, I cannot get this one off. Come off. This is where Ellen in real life. Well, you almost get me in real life. You get me on the lives without the cursing. This is where I'd curse at it and then it'd work for me. Right. Oh, that was an effort. Hello, Miss Shannon from Kingswood. I think I haven't got any of my WA peeps in today. They must be crafting together. Not sure what they're doing. So I want to overlap this just like that. Okay, are we finished or do we need to add more? How about while I clean up a touch, you guys talk to me. Do I need to add more? Put abstract impressions away because we didn't use that. Used healing hugs. Now, grab my chamois out. Yes, Shannon. I do know where Kingswood is. Oh, sorry, Rosalie. I missed your thing. I am on the today sunny Central Coast. So I'm about an hour and a half or so north of you, Shannon. It's gorgeous. Leave it the way it is. I was thinking maybe some bling or the such. And yes, we're clean. Thank you, Beverly. See, I'm terrible. I know you're actually Bev, but I call you Beverly because of your name. Okay, and twist, and we are all clean and dry. I know I probably shouldn't have used my stamped chamois, but I sometimes do. Yes, Melbourne girls here. Some bling. Okay, so if I'm adding some bling, should I add rhinestones or pearls? Let's get right back to basics and use our basic rhinestones and pearls. Because I've been using a bit more of our exotic variety. Little pearls. Oh, you answered to both. Good. Or, sorry, avalanche of gems just happened here. I also have my red pearls, my red gems. If you have two pearls, okay. Oh, and would you believe I have a sheet of the teeny tiny pearls. Okay, let's channel my inner Bobby and see what we can come up with here. Thinking I just want a little something. Just a little something. And if I use the little ones, I can cluster them in groups without making as much of a visual impact. Oh. No, that is not going to work. Okay. Oh, you. Get in the perfect spot. Right. That is not so perfect, but that's okay. And I could, although, you know what? I like the subtlety of just having them like that, because it picks up the white, because I've used the red cardstock, the red ink, and the red flowers. I've used the Mossy Meadow blends and the cardstock, where I think if I'm going in threes, I've only used the white twice. I know I could have taken them off, but that's where my brain's going. Just so you know my process. I'll just put a scattering of them going up here, and then just a little scattering. My son was very excited on the weekend. He got to indulge two of his loves. He got to see, talking of art, it's Whisper White actually. I naturally go for Whisper White over vanilla. Here. I'm just not a natural vanilla girl. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do need to put a 5th. Yeah. 5. The rules are odds. My son got to see a Picasso, and he went to the Tesla dealership in Sydney. So excited. He had an outing with his sister. But he was so excited to see, because he's a true artist. I just play with stamps and inks. He actually takes our re-inkers and our blends and does amazing things. And I might just put 2 up here, and I will call it done. Now I know I've used a lot of pearls, but I've definitely used them more as accents. So here I've just wanted to frame the sentiment, and as here I just using them to trail your eye down the coloured vellum. Yeah, like little embellishments like that, Donna. You're right, there is so much going on, but the embellishments can lead your eye through a project, and that works with the scrapbook page too. I'll pop it up and show you a bit of a close-up. I've just got to let my second screen catch up, so you can see it's very subtle, and it just leads the eye through the card. So let me get my original card. The original card used the lilies, so I used a different stamp set, but from the same set I have got 2 very different cards. Thank you, Shannon. I like it. I'm really happy. Even though they're great, I've actually used Christmas colours, but it's not Christmassy at all. It's just a beautiful card. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll bring in the blends that I have used now that they are all... Hold on. Let's line this up. So the blends I used to colour in the vellum are Poppy Parade, Mossy Meadow, and Pool Party. Although I didn't use the light Pool Party, I just used the dark Pool Party. So I ended up only using 5 blends, and I've used these 2 stamps out of the Healing Hug set, and just used a couple of punches. I used the Everyday Label punch and the 2-inch circle punch. So thank you girls so much for joining me. I had a whole lot of fun. It would make a lovely Christmas card as well. You could definitely use some of the more generic patterns in the paper. It is still classed as paper, so you can use some of the more, let me find one here. So you could definitely use some of the more generic patterns and make this into a Christmas card just with the different background stamp. Oh, Janie, you'll have to go back and see if you can watch me on replay while you're not on the phone and working. Or I'll try and get our focus back here. There we go. Focus is back. So that is what I've used today. I hope to be back later in the week. I may even, I've sort of half spoken to a friend. We were going to catch up and I said, oh, we should do a Facebook Live together and craft. And then I've got someone live here in the house. Thank you, Janie. Yeah, I'm definitely going to, I'll blog those in the next couple of days. I heard something fall on the ground behind me. I dropped a piece of vellum. But yeah, I'll be back later in the week. Have a lovely couple of days and I will catch up with you then. Bye.